The McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II is one of the most legendary fighter jets in aviation history. Designed as a tandem two-seat, twin-engine, all-weather, long-range supersonic jet interceptor and fighter bomber, the F-4 was originally developed for the United States Navy but was later adopted by the U.S. Air Force and Marine Corps. Over its decades of service, multiple variants of the aircraft were developed, including the F-4E, F-4 Jewels, and F-4S. Each of these models played a significant role in military operations and underwent various upgrades to enhance performance, avionics, and weapons systems. The F-4E Phantom II was one of the most produced variants, featuring several improvements over its predecessors. The F-4E was equipped with an internal M61 Vulcan 20mm rotary cannon, addressing a key shortcoming of earlier versions, which relied solely on missiles for combat. This addition significantly improved its close-range combat capabilities. The aircraft also featured upgraded avionics, improved radar systems, and better electronic warfare capabilities. The F-4E became the backbone of many air forces worldwide, serving not only in the United States but also in countries like Israel, Japan, Germany, and South Korea. It saw extensive action in conflicts such as the Vietnam War, where its versatility as both a fighter and a bomber was fully utilized. Another significant variant was the F-4 Jewels Phantom II, which was specifically developed for the United States Navy and Marine Corps. Unlike the F-4E, the F-4 Jewels did not have an internal cannon but instead relied on improved AIM-7 Sparrow and AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles. The F-4 Jewels featured a more advanced radar system, the AWG-10, which significantly improved its target acquisition capabilities. It also had upgraded engines, which provided increased thrust and better performance in aerial engagements. The F-4 Jewels was instrumental during the Vietnam War, serving as both an air superiority fighter and a ground attack aircraft. Pilots who flew the F-4 Jewels praised its speed, power, and reliability, although its lack of an internal cannon was sometimes seen as a disadvantage in dogfights. The F-4S Phantom II was an upgraded version of the F-4 Jewels, incorporating improvements that extended its operational life and combat effectiveness. One of the most significant upgrades was the addition of leading-edge slats, which enhanced maneuverability, particularly at lower speeds. This addressed one of the Phantom's weaknesses: its relatively poor turn performance in close-range combat. The F-4S also featured improved avionics, radar systems, and upgraded engines, making it a formidable fighter even in an era when newer jets like the F-14 Tomcat and F-15 Eagle were emerging. The F-4S remained in service with the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps well into the 1980s before being gradually phased out. All three variants of the F-4 Phantom II shared certain defining characteristics that made the aircraft stand out. The twin-engine configuration provided redundancy and reliability, while its powerful J79 turbojet engines gave it an impressive top speed of over Mach 2.2. The aircraft's robust airframe allowed it to carry a wide variety of ordnance, including air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and a variety of bombs. Its large fuel capacity and ability to carry external fuel tanks gave it an extended range, making it suitable for long-range missions. The two-seat cockpit allowed a pilot and a radar intercept officer to work together, improving combat effectiveness. The combat history of the F-4 Phantom II was extensive and diverse. In the Vietnam War, F-4S were used for both air-to-air combat and ground attack missions. They engaged in dogfights with enemy MiG fighters and were responsible for numerous aerial victories. The aircraft was also used for close air support, bombing missions, and reconnaissance. The introduction of air-to-air missile technology in the F-4 was revolutionary at the time, though early models suffered from missile reliability issues. Pilots quickly adapted their tactics, and later models with improved avionics and weapon systems proved highly effective. Beyond Vietnam, the F-4 Phantom II saw action in numerous conflicts around the world. The Israeli Air Force used F-4s extensively in the Yom Kippur War, achieving numerous air-to-air kills and conducting successful bombing missions. During the Iran-Iraq War, Iranian F-4s played a crucial role in air combat and ground attack missions. The aircraft also participated in Operation Desert Storm, where it was used primarily in reconnaissance and electronic warfare roles. One of the reasons for the F-4 Phantom II's long service life was its adaptability to technological advancements. Over the years, numerous upgrade programs were implemented to keep the aircraft relevant. These included modernized radar systems, advanced electronic warfare equipment, improved weapons systems, and structural reinforcements to extend airframe life. Some countries, such as Japan and Germany, developed their own upgrade programs to enhance the capabilities of their F-4 fleets. Although the F-4 Phantom II has largely been retired from frontline service, it continues to be used by a few air forces worldwide. Some aircraft have been converted into target drones for training purposes, while others remain in service in specialized roles such as reconnaissance and electronic warfare. The legacy of the F-4 lives on in modern fighter designs, as many of the lessons learned from its development and operational use influenced subsequent aircraft like the F-15, F-16, and F/A-18. The F-4 Phantom II remains one of the most iconic fighter jets in history, admired for its versatility, power, and combat effectiveness. Whether in the skies over Vietnam, the Middle East, or other conflict zones, the F-4 proved itself as a capable and reliable warplane. Its continued presence in aviation museums and air shows ensures that future generations will remember its contributions to military aviation. The F-4E, F-4 Jewels, and F-4S all played significant roles in shaping the history of aerial warfare, making the Phantom II a true legend in the world of fighter jets. I've created a detailed article covering the F-4E, F-4 Jewels,